Ugh. Oh dear. What is Tiny Chipmunk Squirrel up to this time?
Yeah, I wouldn't stand there, Big Gray Squirrel. Yeah, it's gonna take a few years to wash that stuff off, I can tell you what I can tell you.
On the table, Bendy and the Ink Machine. Ink Machine Room Buildable Scene set. 265 pieces. You build it. Thank you Basic Fun and C3 Construction for sending these over for the squirrels to take a look at today. What do you think about that, Ink Landry?
It's going to be hard to keep the pieces clean, but I like it.
So do I, Landry. Looks like we have 3 figures with the set. Bendy, Ink Bendy, and poor Boris. Who's laughing now? On the back of the box, the contents of this construction set from Fat Mojo and Basic Fun. Free game download, bendy.io/free. Okay, well let's see what's inside. Inside the box, instruction booklet for the build. There's another bag. There's another bag. There's another bag. And one more. Something about these pieces. And look at there. We have 3 minifigures in package. Much more yellow than I ever would have thought. I know Bendy has that classic feel, but it should be a little more tan. Oh well, let's start construction. Hey Landry, did I mention there were stickers?
No, you didn't.
Well, there's stickers. Constructed we have Bendy and the Ink Machine Room Buildable Scene set. What an interesting build this turned out to be. Definitely a challenge. Similar to the lines of Five Nights at Freddy's from McFarlane, but maybe even a little more challenging, as the bulk of the pieces are in bright yellow, with only a few brown pieces. Ugh. They can be a little bit tricky in setting down, but once you get the hang of it, it's doable. So we have the Ink Machine room here, sort of. We're actually looking at 2 different rooms merged together with a hallway down the center. We have the Ink Machine on the right side next to Landry.
Isn't that my left side?
Just don't go there. I would say the ink machine looks fairly accurate to what you see in gameplay, just not that yellow. And then over on the left side of the room, we have the Boris Corpse on a table with some ink spillage on the floor, and the Who's Laughing Now written across the wall. I suppose it's a good representation of Chapter 1. As for the minifigures, we have Bendy, with some of the most interesting arms I've seen on a minifigure, as they have articulation in the elbows. And it works pretty well, actually. It makes the hand go askew a little bit, but it's kind of a neat feature to see in a minifigure. I guess if we could take him apart real quick, we can remove the head. Bendy's got a little bow tie piece on this figure. It looks like Ink Bendy back there's bow tie is printed. And we can remove the pants like so. So similar to a Lego minifigure, just a little bit different in the arms for sure. And looks like we've got some possible... Whoops. Well, I'll be looking for that leg for a while. The foot pieces will come off, but they don't really rotate or anything like that. And place back on top. Here, give me a second, Bendy, to find your foot. Oh, there it is. I was worried it was going to disappear into the carpet. Well, that's funny. There is a little notch there, so there is just a tiny bit of movement on that heel. Kind of a different minifigure to look at. Of course, we have Boris here on the operating table. Poor Boris. Boris Corpse, I should say. A little bit taller, I think, than Bendy. Yep. Good headpiece, even though it's got X's for eyes. And then in the back hallway, we have Ink Bendy. Ink Bendy just with a bunch of ink on his head. Bow tie printed, like I said before, and pretty much the same body as Bendy over here. Oh, nope, just a little bit taller. So he's got Boris's body style, it looks like, in height. Nice to see 3 minifigures though with this set. Although with Bendy, regular Bendy, it would have almost been nice to have him as a 2-dimensional boarded Bendy graphic, kind of like you see in Chapter 1. I don't believe you even see him as a full character in Chapter 1. I think the hardest part of this build was definitely the stickers. You may have noticed I struggled quite a bit on those back walls. The stickers are produced to be very large and will overlap many different blocks, but I've found in the past that could be a very difficult install, especially when there's studs in the way. And at first I didn't realize they overlapped, so I started cutting them with an X-Acto knife and then replacing them once I noticed that you can place the stickers below. Not the best method, but everything turned out straight for the most part, so I guess I can be happy about that. I think I would suggest on the columns you probably could do it in one shot. But this wall piece was probably the hardest with the 2 wall panels and the long brick on the bottom. Perhaps take that all out, build it all at once, and then place the sticker down. Then place down onto the base. That might be your best bet. However, in doing so though, you will forgo ever being able to take apart the set, as the stickers look pretty much permanent. So by cutting them, I have the ability to take this set apart if I want to. Although I don't think I sliced this one down the middle yet. Overall, just a very interesting little scene of Chapter 1, I suppose you could say. And for sure, way too yellow. The game is played in a much more tan, khaki, old style. It's too bad we didn't see this tone of color in the bricks. Oh, by the way, this was another funny piece. I like how we had a ton of different flat bricks going off in this table and then a sticker that went right over all of it. It could have just been like some basic panels. However, maybe they were just trying to give you this look there on the sides of various bricks. I think if you're a big fan of Bendy and the Ink Machine, this is a no-brainer toy to get. It's kind of fun to have them in brick figures. And I'm always liking the brick version of Display a little bit better, as you can hide certain details in stud work. There are a few other figure packs available. Let's check on a couple real quick. Here we have a Series 1 Bendy pack with what looks to be Henry's desk where he spent hours away drawing. Other sets available: Alice Angel, Boris the Wolf, Sammy, a Searcher, and an Ink Bendy, so those will be fun to look for. We do have Ink Bendy to show though. This set looks to feature up the boarded up entrance to the ink machine, so I suppose if you built this set you could place it either in front of this or maybe on the reverse side of this in display. And then finally we have Alice Angel. And I think I'll build this set today. And here would be the Alice Angel minifigure buildable set. Looks like she's in some sort of recording studio. We have a podium sticking up with a music sheet for her to read. Looks like we have a microphone and or light above her head that's about to hit her. Maybe if I move it back a little bit. There we go. And we have a opening and closing door. Pretty basic stuff. The Alice Angel figure. Same thing with the arms. Pretty good head sculpt on her. Oop. Looks like we can remove this piece. So a good small figure pack if you're looking for an Alice Angel figure. So there we have the two sets we built today from Basic Fun, which I believe was formerly C3 Construction. We just recently built some arcade classics games, like the Centipede and those little mini machines that were really fun. And they did Scooby-Doo before Lego got a hold of them. I think their minifigures is usually a strong point. And the set build turned out pretty well, if it not were so yellow. But at least it's consistent all together. I think seeing more sets together will help tone down the yellow, as you get used to it burning out your eyes. So with that, I'll keep an eye out for some of the more minifigure buildable sets.
And I'll keep a lookout for these delicious ink-spilled treats.
Bendy and the Ink Machine Room Buildable Scene set, plus other minifigure buildable sets from Basic Fun and C3 Construction will appear on store shelves fall 2018. The Ink Machine Room Buildable Scene set runs $20. If you're a big fan of Bendy and the Ink Machine and are looking to rebuild some of the classic scenes of some of the most terrifying chapters I have ever seen, look no further than these construction sets. They may be a challenging build, so you might need a friend to help construct. Just don't eat the ink, Landry.
Okay.
That's what I have to say about that.
Oh no, I got ink all over. Thanks for watching Squirrel Stampede. Please like, share, subscribe.
Oh, shut up, skunk squirrel.